Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a hot minute since I've sat down and got to talk with you guys and interact with you all, and with school coming, I just thought a better way to come on here and talk about bullying and being fat shamed. And also, if you all are not a fan of the show from TLC, My Big Fat Fabulous Life, I recommend that you see it. It really does help you with loving your body. I know that my channel is body positive and I don't really talk a lot about it, which I really should, and I apologize for not talking about it more. Even if you are in the body positive movement, there's going to be days where you feel ugly about your body, where loving your body is a journey. You know, I'm sitting here in front of you and I find flaws in myself every day. That is a lot of the reason why I started to watch the show, you know, because Whitney is very inspiring. She's very full of life. She's a role model for myself. So with that said, I wanted to go ahead and kind of shed a little bit of light into the No BS campaign that she has. I know that, you know, a lot of us know about it and maybe some of us don't know about it. So I will leave the links down below so you can check out her social media pages and the website, you know. But I really wanted to get into, I think it's so cute. I wrote all my little notes towards the back because I'm going to use it for journaling. But yeah, you guys, I came prepared. Basically, kind of like a story time and to deal with bullies. So it's going to be a long video, so if you want to, you can go ahead and pause this video, go get a snack, go get something to drink, and come along for the ride. Okay? Alfalfa hair, come in here. So without further ado, let's go on and get onto this video, shall we? Okay, so first of all, I just really, and if you see me looking down, even though it's my story, I just want to make sure I got everything correct, okay? So I want to tell you all about a story time of when I got fat shamed / bullied, whatever you want to call it, you know, by my own family. The other day I was watching Megan Tonjes, I believe that's, yeah, Megan Tonjes, and she was saying that she sees Nicole Arbor's Snapchat, you know, and how she already knew she was going to be getting a lot of hate because of that. And it reminded me of the Dear Fat People. Let me express this 100 times, okay? By you telling somebody that you are fat, you are overweight, you are obese, you need to lose weight, you look like a whale, and so on and so forth, that person is not going to lose weight. You're going to get that person to have an eating disorder, to maybe commit suicide, to feel really shitty about themselves. You know, the list goes on and on and on and on and on. So telling somebody that they are fat, no, don't do it. We all have a mirror, okay? We all have a mirror. We all look at ourselves every single day, and I mean every single day we look at ourselves. When we come out of the shower, you stand in front of a mirror to get ready. We don't need anybody else reminding us that we are fat. We know we are fat. Okay? So for those people, please stop. Okay? And I say this because school is starting and people are going to get bullied. And you guys, stand up for yourselves. Do not let anybody make you feel like shit. Do not let anybody tell you anything. Do not let anybody bring you down. Most importantly, don't bring yourself down. You know? Love your body. Empower yourself. I know it's very funny to say coming from me because I have dark days, you know? Everybody has dark days. But at the end of the day, there is a light at that tunnel and you will get through it. I promise you, you will love your body. Some people, it does take more time, but that's okay. That is fine. No matter what size you are, if you are fat, if you are super fat, if you are super obese, if you are skinny, if you are medium, if you are average, it doesn't matter. Love your body. We're only given one body, and then we die, and then we turn to If you want to be cremated, you could turn to ashes. If not, you rot in the ground. It's sad, but it's the truth. So why are we going to live our lives by having somebody else tell us, you can't do this because you're fat? Oh, you're pretty for a fat girl. No. I've never flicked the finger on my channel, but that's what you tell them. You go yourselves, and I'm going to live my life. And if what you think about how society should look, how normal people, what if I were to ask you, what is your definition of a normal woman, of a normal girl? Ask anybody, what are they going to say? Tall, slim, big boobs, big butt, long hair, you know, maybe tattoos, maybe not tattoos, but definitely have your ears pierced, beautiful makeup. No, there is no perfect person. There is no perfect person. There is no perfect body. Even the most skinniest, most beautiful supermodel is going to have insecurities about herself at the end of the day. And I hope that's one thing that you all can realize and you all can learn from this whole speech, story time, rant, whatever you want to call it. I hope at the end of the day you take that out of it. So I was always chubby, you guys. For those of you that know me, that I have friends and family that follow me on this channel, I have always been chunky. You know, now I'm not chunky, right? But when I was little, I was chunky. I have a cousin. And for, you know, privacy reasons, I am going to name her Claudia. Okay. So, me and Claudia are 4 months apart. I was born in March. She was born in July. You know, so there's 4 months. Oh, sorry, guys. My back's, like, killing me. Kind of fix y'all there. Okay, so when I was 10 years old, and I still remember, my aunt, Claudia's mother, we're going to call her Lucero, okay? Lucero, my aunt Lucero, would always compare me to my cousin Claudia. Oh, I went to private school, you guys. I went to private school all the way up until like 4th grade. And the reason was because my real dad gave up his rights for me. That's a whole nother video for a whole nother time. But he did, you know. So my grandparents had legally adopted us, and they were terrified that my dad was going to try to get him back into my life, and worse, kidnap me and take me away from them. So, you know, they put me in private school, which was gated, and it was wonderful, and, you know, it was good. I have nothing bad to say about that. So my aunt Claudia always said that, no, wait, I'm sorry. Claudia's my cousin. Lucero was my aunt. Lucero always said that my spelling words were dumber than Claudia's, and that I wasn't going to learn anything going to private school. And then my dad was wasting money sending me to private school when I could be in regular school. That, come on, who is going to kidnap me if I'm going to be too heavy to carry? First of all, okay, I'm a child. It is very easy to pick up a child, you know, whatever. I was not that big. So, you know, 1. 2, you don't joke about kidnapping. You know, you just don't. So later on, I do transfer over to public school, right? Well, I remember the time, and I will never forget this, you guys. I was 10 years old, and me and my cousin Claudia, we had family vacations, things like that. So we were always doing things together as children, and we happened to go somewhere where we had family friends, and they thought I was a lot older than being 10, right? And they thought my cousin Claudia was way younger for the fact that our body shapes were different. Yes, people, every person is different. We have round, pear, hourglass, curvy, whatever. That everybody's body is different. No one body is the same. Imagine how boring Earth would be if we were all the same body. If we all looked the same, we'd be bored. No. So then my aunt said, no, this is a supersized 10-year-old me. And this is a normal 10-year-old, which happened to be Claudia. Right? So, first of all, you never bully a child. You don't know what kind of psychological effects that is going to have on that child. You don't know at the end of the day, because you're telling that child that they are a supersized child, that they're not going to go and eat and then throw up. You know, that they're going to not starve themselves and not eat, period. You know, that to me was, I'm telling you, I'm 24 and I still remember that. You know, she would always tell my dad, oh, don't be feeding Ashley because she's so fat and she's going to get fatter, and no, but she's never going to find a husband. Who's over there in the kitchen right now? My husband. Thank you. You are going to find love no matter what size you are. You know, I learned that loving me helped me find somebody that loves me. I mean, that is the truth. You need to love yourself. You know, you need to accept yourself, because the way I see it, how am I going to accept my body and expect for somebody else to love me and my body when I don't even love me and my body? You know, at least that's my opinion. There's other people that I've heard different. So whatever works for you is what I'm like saying, you know. She would be like, oh, because I would shop at Torrid, you know. I shopped at Torrid, at Walmart, wherever I could find clothes, because yes, being a bigger girl, it's hard, you know. And at this time I was in 9th grade and I was going into high school, and I had gotten accepted to go to a medical school for my 9th grade, and then I went to a certain part, and then I went to regular high school, you know. So yeah, big mistake. Follow the crowd. Never follow the crowd. You be a leader, don't be a follower, you guys. And my dad and me went to Torrid, and he's like, I spent $900. He was telling, you know, my Aunt Lucero. And she's like, you want to know why? Because my dad was like, I don't know why, you know, they're just basic shirts and, you know, with graphics, stuff like that. Jeans, because bigger people need more material. That's why. If Ashley was skinny, like Claudia, you wouldn't have, that's how much I spend for both my children. Excuse you? What? It is not my fault that God made more to love me. You know, don't be a hater. Don't be talking down on me. Like, no, you guys, I was in middle school and I would wear a jacket every single day because I did not like my body. It was a blue camouflage sweater. And if you are my friend on here and me and you went to school, comment down below if you remember me wearing that damn camouflage sweater. My Aunt Lucero literally, and I mean literally, threw that damn jacket away because that was my security blanket. Because it didn't matter if it was raining, if it was sunny as hell, if it was hot as hell, if it was windy as hell, I was wearing that damn camouflage blue jacket. You guys, that was my security blanket. That was me. I didn't want anybody to see, and I sure as hell wasn't about to tuck in my shirt and show my bottom stomach. Hell no. Even to this day, no. The only way was wearing a jacket or slits in your things. Luckily, my family owned a business, and I became friends with security guards, and I took them tacos in the morning, so I didn't get in trouble. But I mean, it shouldn't have come to that. You don't take away somebody's security blanket. Yes, granted, I understand, you know, you do it for a reason, but not like that. Especially not when you yourself are torturing this person to think so little of themselves, and then you're taking away something that means a lot to them. You know, that's like a sheet for them. So, and when we would eat dinner, she would tell my brother, we're going to name him Jaime, my brother Jaime. You know, we're 14 months apart, for those of you who do not know. My brother Jaime, and she would tell Claudia, and any of other little friends or cousins or whatever that were around us, don't eat too much. You don't want to be like Ashley. Excuse me? What? Ashley is fucking beautiful. I'm sorry to cuss, but I am fucking beautiful. And if you don't like it, there's the door, there's the unsubscribe button, there's the exit. I'm beautiful. And if you don't see it, then I'm sorry. You know, I mean, if I would have had the confidence that I do now back then, I would have told her a lot of things. Believe me, I would have. You know, you don't tell somebody that. You don't tell somebody, if you eat too much, you're going to look like her. No, I recently discovered a new channel where this girl does mukbang videos, and people go off on her. I mean, go off on her, telling her, oh, you should die. Oh, you're doing this to yourself. You're 400 something pounds and you don't get up. I'm not 400 something pounds, and I am 300 pounds. And I have lazy days where I don't want to get up either. Doesn't matter. My friend, okay, oh, you're so unhealthy. My friend is literally this skinny. This freaking skinny. A stick skinny. And she is lazy as fuck. And she gets tired so easily. You know, I mean, hello. It's, everybody is different. I mean, that's one thing that I hate reading. When you go to another channel, is somebody commenting on them and tearing them apart. You guys, we're a part of a wonderful community. We should be helping each other. We should be encouraging each other, especially woman to woman. We're not. What are you doing? Like, what do you mean you're tearing this person down? What do you mean you're telling this person you're ugly, you're fat, you should die? No, never wish death upon anybody. Never. Okay? Never. You know, telling somebody over and over and over again, you're fat, you're ugly, you're worthless. Guess what? You don't know at the end of the day if that person wanted to commit suicide that day and you pushed them over the ledge. Can you live with yourself? Honestly, can you live with yourself if that were to happen? I wouldn't. I wouldn't be able to. I've seen people bigger than me, you know, and I'm like, oh, dude, they have a big butt, or they have big boobs, you know, or look at their thighs. They're big from their thighs, you know, like, sorry guys, I don't look at them, or you know what I mean, like, I don't look at them and tell them, like, I tell my husband, I'm like, oh, you know, how come I don't have this, or like, you know, they have a big butt, or they have big boobs, or they have big thighs, because that's what I want. I don't tell it like, oh, you know, they're so big, or they're so this or that, like no, that's not where I'm coming from, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want that, you know. I'm just fat for my stomach, like my legs, my butt, like they're skinny, they're flat. My body didn't get that message, like, hello honey, you know, why did you just go here and here, you know, like, hey, spread out. So don't bully somebody, telling somebody they're fat and they're ugly and they're worthless. Like I said, we all have mirrors. We all look at our bodies. We all know what our bodies are. Rather you think your body's beautiful, rather you think it's disgusting, or rather you think it's beautiful and there's days where you think it's disgusting. We don't need reminders, you know. What you should do, you know, for those people that are commenting me nasty things, what they should do is encourage her and tell her, like, oh, your body's so beautiful, or, oh, you know, maybe you don't have to do this type of video. Maybe you could do this other videos, you know, because she also does vlogs. And I love her channel. You know, I have nothing bad to say about her channel. I love her channel. She's so cute. Like, she has a really good personality. So, I mean, but if you're being bullied, you guys, at school, by your friends, by your family, I mean, speak up, you know, don't keep quiet, because they're not going to stop. Even till today, I'm losing weight. You all know, you know, I started off at 360 and lost 60 pounds, you know, and it's great. You know, I see it in the mirror, but now that I'm losing weight, I'm very, 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 very hard on myself. If I gain 1 pound, I am there, like, I'm not going to eat and stuff like that, because of everything that I've been through, you know. And even till today, like, my family will be like, oh, well, don't eat tortillas. I hope you're not eating bread. I hope you're not eating rice. I hope you're not eating tortillas. Like, are you eating with a fork? Oh, I'm eating with my hands. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, it still happens. 24 years old and it still happens. You know, but if you speak up, it will not happen, you guys. It's worse if you're seeing somebody get bullied and you don't want to speak up because you're afraid that that person's going to turn around and bully you. Speak up. Please. Please, please. I urge you to speak up. Don't bully anybody. And don't let somebody be bullied. And don't let yourself be bullied. And don't bully yourself. You know? Love yourself. Give yourself the self-worth that you deserve. Because we all deserve it. No matter what somebody may think, no matter what we ourselves think, we are worth it. We deserve it. And we're going to have bad days, and we're going to have good days, and we're going to have in-between days. But there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and we will get through this. And if somebody is bullying you, and you've already told your your teacher, your counselor, your principal, and your parents, I'm here. Okay? I am here. If you think, oh, this girl, I don't know her, she's not going to judge me. No. Because every person has the past. Every person, see that closet back there? Every person has a closet that has a bunch of skeletons and nobody knows. Only we know what we carry. My dad would tell me in Spanish, solo la persona que tiene la muleta es lo que tiene. Esa persona sabe lo que tiene. Sabe los problemas que ella o él tiene, nadie más. Nomás ellos. Translation, we only know the suitcase that we carry. We only know what our problems are in that bag, what our issues are, what we deal with. Nobody else but us. The way they say, if you walked a mile in my shoes, then you would know. There's many times where I want to ride roller coasters and I think, am I going to fall out? Am I going to fit? Am I going to be embarrassed? Normal people, I'm not going to say normal people, but thinner people, they could have the same issues as me. I don't know because I don't ask. So accept your body for whatever shape it is. Even if I would look at a person like, what do they care if they're skinny? You know what I mean? Like, they're skinny. They don't care about, not that they don't care about their body, but they don't have anything not to like about their body. My friend, okay, and I know she follows me on here. I'm not going to say her name, but I'm just going to say her eyebrows. I love them. So if she sees this video, she's going to know what I'm talking about her. I never thought she was fat. No, because I was always a fat girl, So I never thought she was fat. And she thought she was fat. And she lost weight. And she looks good. To me, she looks good regardless, But every person has insecurities. I have another friend who is skinny and she has insecurities about her body, and she is very pretty. She's my friend, not just because she's my friend, but she is very pretty. Don't care what anybody says, you guys. Care what only you think and what you say. Because we have to live with ourselves. It's like me. I could have gone to go and get plastic surgery, to go and get a tummy tuck, to go and get all this. It scares me. Even today, I was going to get gastric bypass. It scared the living shit out of me to think. I love water. And I could not just drink this much water. Because that's what my doctor told me. My doctor's like, you can only have, a certain amount of water and stuff. I can't. I drink gallons. And I mean gallons of water. Okay? And for those of you who think that, if you're fat or you're overweight or you're obese or you're morbidly obese, whatever, you're not healthy. Girl, there are skinny people that have heart attacks. There are skinny people that have high cholesterol. The only thing I have is diabetes. That is all. Well, and sleep apnea, but, that's all. That's it. I don't have high blood pressure, and I'm fat as hell. I can't tell you about my arteries because I don't know. So far my cholesterol's been good, but I don't have high blood pressure. And you would think this big old body has to carry, yes, granted, like I said, my back hurts, my ankles, okay. Yes, because I am carrying around extra weight. But I don't need anybody to tell me that I'm carrying around extra weight when I already know. I don't need somebody to tell me that I am unhealthy. Do you see what I eat? For those of you who follow on Snapchat, then you do. I've gone vegan. I know. Anita has helped me, you guys. I think clearer. I am so into my body, myself. I see my body as a temple, and I don't want to put anything back. And if you are not vegan, that's fine. Because, I wasn't. Don't get me wrong. There's days where I'm like, I want buffaloes. But then I'm like, man, I've came so far. You know, if you are on a weight loss journey, if you are on a self-love journey, and you've gotten to a point where you're at a plateau, or where you just don't think that you can keep going, you guys, you can. Think of how far you've came. Don't think of how much you have to go. Think of how far you have came, where you are right now. You know, think that, live in the moment is what I'm trying to say. And just always remember, you know, don't bully anybody. And that is one good thing that I loved about, you know, my Big Fat Fabulous Life and what Whitney stands for with the No BS campaign, you know, which is no body shame. It's not just geared towards, you know, fat shame. Yes, it's geared towards fat shaming, but it's any size, you know. She wants you to feel loved and feel accepted for who you are, no matter what your sexual orientation is, no matter what your religion is, no matter what body shape you are. And that is basically what I want my channel to be, and what I hope it has came across. And I'm sorry for only posting beauty, you know, videos and things like that. And I am going to throw in vlogs, beauty videos, more videos like this. You know, last time I did a talk through, I didn't get many views, but you know what? I don't care. I don't care. I'm going to still put it out there. So even if it helps one person at the end of the day, I still help that one person. And like I said, you guys, I really am being serious when I tell you, if you are being bullied, speak up. Speak to a counselor, speak to a teacher, speak to your parents, speak to your friends. At the end of the day, if none of that works, contact me and I will try to help you. And if your school is not doing anything about it, contact me. I will try to do my best. I don't care if I don't live, you know, arm's length to you. I will try to do whatever I can. And that really is what I had to say in connection with bullying and starting school, you know, dealing with bullies. If you feel that I didn't cover anything, you know, shoot me a message. You can find me on Instagram and on Twitter and on Snapchat, and leave me a comment. And if you are new to my channel, it's not always this serious, and I'm sorry, but it's just something that was really irking me that I needed to address the issue. So I really hope you enjoyed my channel, and if you haven't already, go ahead and subscribe and hit that like button, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.